Freddie's at a table, and she has been inspired, and she's writing. Drunk, and she loud
And
AF.
she is drinking, too. She is drinking. She ain't drinking. She drinking.
A student at the table shushes her. And must I admit, the lady who shushes her is Yvette Lee Bowser, then Yvette Denise Lee, the creator of Living Single, For Your Love, and Half and Half.
Wow.
Yes. She, as I'm beginning to understand, she began as a PA on the show. But when the show took a turn, she was the collegiate. She was like the person really in a college age who just out of college. She went to Stanford. So I think they were getting stories from her. Because I'm looking at the credits, and she is an assistant, but suddenly she's a program consultant.
Oh, wow.
And but yeah, that's her. She was my boss at Living Single and For Your Love. Freddie downs a little mini bottle of booze, one of her mini bottles that she snagged from the McClurkin Hall party. Mm-hmm. She's all over the place. People still shushing her. She needs to find a book, so she climbs onto the ladder. She
climbs on the ladder, bro. She was buku loud, bro.
Yes, she was.
She was buku loud in there, bro.
And I looked at that. One scene, she falls off the ladder, and Dwayne sees her, and Dwayne catches her.
She is so lucky.
She is
like, if that's real life, you falling off that ladder, you probably
But she falls.
You got
off.
a serious injury.
The way she fell, I got to give her credit for her acting. She fell off like a real drunk because Dwayne could not contain that weight. That she like you can't. It's dead weight. Mm-hmm. It's hard to contain dead weight. And he barely catches her. Suddenly, Freddie begins to bare her soul to Dwayne. I love you, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah.
I have loved you since the day I met you.
Before she went to go call Earl.
Yeah, she did, because she did. She ends the scene in a classic form. Not on screen, but she goes off screen and she throws up. You go back to Letty's apartment where Walter is working on a hollandaise sauce. He has exhausted all of Letty's ingredients, and she is tired. She is very tired. The oven dings, and Walter brings out his dish, and it is a fish that is completed.
We cannot forget Mr. Gaines. Oh, that heavy sauce makes a person crabby.
And he's so happy. Walter is so happy with this thing. He's very happy. He said, I got to take it right now. Like, he doesn't take off the apron. He takes this hot ass dish. Said, I'm rolling right now.
He sure did. He was like, I'm done. He's like,
I'm out of here.
This is as good as it's going to get. Right here. We rolling. This is as good as it's going to get.
I got to give Vernon Gaines credit for the way he ended it. He said, I ain't want to say anything, but that fish looked like a dog.
Yeah, Mr. Gaines, they go old Benny Johnson, popping in there with those 3-pointers.
Heater.
It's probably from being around all that heavy sauce.
Jaleesa in Freddie's room. Walter rushes in as we just saw him with the dish that he had and tells Jaleesa to eat it. Eat it now because I can't do it again. Eat it now because I probably can't do this again.
Yeah.
And she tastes it. She's like, something about a man who she likes it. She really likes it. Says something about a man who knows his way around the kitchen. And Walter's like, the kitchen is not even my best room. Have these two had sex? Are they in a relationship or not?
Well, I want to back it up a second with what, like, again, I know you're going to say, no, he's not. But I swear, in that specific part, I was like, bruh, this dude, someone told him he looked or acted like Morris Day. Or somebody told Morris Day to act like Sinbad. Because they look and act almost the same. That thing that, when Walter specifically said, and that's not even my best room or whatever he said, bruh, it looked like I was looking at Morris Day in the time.
I'd believe the latter.
Yes. and that is a Morris Day staple. Yes.
I would believe more what Morris acted more like Sinbad, but I kind of see it. I'm not gonna say I totally see it. I'm trying. I may have to go back and look at it.
I'm probably, you know what? It's probably Sinbad acting because by this time, Purple Rain been out for 2-3 years, about 4 years.
Okay, there you're right. It is 80. That was 84.
Sinbad is Morris Day.
We go to Kim and Whitley's room. Whitley walks in to find a plate of Renee's on Kim's bed, and she's staring at it and having this like kind of, I don't know, this stare off, like she don't know what to do with it. Then she's looking around in the comedic man, and she plays with it for a minute, and she says screw it, and she gets in and digs in, and she's eating, she started grubbing, and Kim comes in, and she's like, Renee's gone. STF up. STFU. Go.
I feel like Martin was looking at this episode before he made the episode about the workout when he was working out, and he slipped his hand into the gravy. Into the gravy.
Martin was a lot, bro. Bro. Oh my God. We go to Gilbert off second floor, and Ron and Dwayne are carrying dead weight ass Freddie into the lobby. They are trying their best. Ron said, "Man, we should have just left her in the library." Ron is Ron right now. He's in his Ron that said we should have left her ass in there. Being that Ron, I think that's ironic. Being that Ron and Freddie are going to become a thing later. Remember when I dragged your drunk ass in the guild?
Oh yeah.
We go back to Jaleese's room when Ron and Dwayne enter with Freddie, only to be seen by Walter and Jalise. Dwayne and Ron
none of this stuff would have happened. None of this stuff would have happened if y'all wouldn't have gone to the fire sale at the liquor store.
But wait, he said, we found it in the library. Walter, he said, but like you said, what did he say? What did Walter say? What did you say?
Yeah, he was like, it's like, now if y'all would have stopped all that and wouldn't gone to that fire sale at the liquor store, none of this would have happened.
He's angry, and Ron says the dumbest thing ever. He says, "Oh, I think Freddie's been drinking." And Walter says, "Does your mama like you?"
Your mama like you or love you, whatever you
He said, "No, it's does your mama like you?" Like, it's just that.
He said it so angrily too. He was so angry about it.
It came out of nowhere, but it had nothing to do, but it was just like, does your mama?
I feel like I even wonder if that was the line, because now that I think about it, Walter, you could tell Walter had a little bit of, like, he pulled that from somewhere, because he was like, does your mama like you? Like, he looked at him like, he was angry.
Because it really has nothing per se to do with it. It's like, but his whole thing is, you are such a disappointment, Ron. You are such a disappointment in life. I believe that
it was like, maybe, it was almost like somebody told him back when he was younger that he was a disappointment, and he felt that.
Bruh, it's like,
now I feel how my teacher felt.
Does your mama like you? Like, does your parental union, does your mother who held you in her body for 9 months, does she like you? It's like, I don't understand. That's how annoying you are, Ron. Freddie is getting sick again and about to Earl again, and Jaleesa quickly hands her the pot with Walter's food in it.
Oh man!
Walter freaks out. Not a fish. Don't give her the fish. The way Walter freaks out. Not the fish. Not the fish. Don't give her the fish. Oh my God! The next morning, Jaleesa and Freddie, they wake up.
Is something going off by you?
No. Is it?
Oh, it's your style.
It is something. I was like, what is that? I was like, what? Like, what do you owe? Jaleesa and Freddie wakes up hungover. Jaleesa says she must promise never to drink again. And Freddie, in her Freddiness says, "No, it helped me. It helped me write. It's my
And
muse."
she read that foolishness she had on paper. Like, what in the world?
What is this foolishness that I wrote? And she reads the gibber. She reads it just like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. You gonna stop. You gonna stop drinking. And I mean,
overall, Freddie is definitely not the one that you want to be drinking. I mean, she is the drinker who is irritating to everyone when she's drunk.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Freddie is the one. If there's somebody on this cast don't need to drink, and I mean not the real actor, but the character. It's Freddie. We don't need Freddie. There's no Freddie drinking. Hey, before
you don't need Freddie drunk. You really don't need Whitley either.
No, Whitley's had some fun. She's fun, but still, you don't need her drunk anyway. You don't need her drunk. We never saw Dwayne drunk. That might have been interesting. The blacklog is sponsored by Faded Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, so put life into your loved one's death. At Faded Black Funeral Homes with t-shirt printing and tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones, fade to black. The superlatives, most HBCU thing.
Oh, you asking me? Oh.
I'm asking.
It really wasn't an HBCU thing. It was a college thing, getting wasted. I really from this particular show couldn't pin anything just on an HBCU. I mean, we not the only people who eat barbecue.
No, but the support of black-owned restaurants. That's for me the most HBCU thing. And first thing I thought about was supporting those black. Now, mind you, we don't see the real Renee till later. You know what I mean? When I heard the check cashing thing, that made me think of Mr. D's, who I put D's as an honorable mention. Because I really didn't go there except to maybe buy liquor. Quite honestly, everybody, they had the meal plan and stuff like that. They had a meal plan there. I remember
Mr. D's?
Mr. D's had a meal plan. They had
for real? I didn't know that.
He had a meal plan, and
we didn't always go to Mr. D's because Mr. D's his alcohol was a bit higher in price.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you know what I remember. Yeah, but I just remember, like when I say meal plan, they made arrangements, like with Howard. Like there were some people who got the meal plan there instead of, to my knowledge.
Oh, I never heard that. Yeah, I never heard that.
Yeah, they had actual meal plans. For me, it was Brown's Bakery up George Avenue.
Boy, you introduced me to that. My first, fresh off the pain, had never heard of a beef patty and cocoa bread. I heard of it then.
Richard McCulloch brought me that. Richard said, Brown's Bakery. Yeah, man. I said, no. Get a cocoa bread and a beef patty.
I was like, what is this? What is this soft bread? And what is this patty that has this meat in it?
What is this meat pie? It's heavenness. It's heavenness in here. What is this? What is this little bit of heaven in this meat pie? The grill, I guess, would come later. But Brown's Bakery, to my knowledge, is still open. I think it's still open.
Oh, okay.
Least likely to happen. I shouldn't be gnawing on this, but I can't stand Walter being behind that counter, back there, like he owned the pit. Like I just can't see that. Like I couldn't see Kermit Blunt, who stopped me from going to see Love Sexy Tour, standing behind at the punch out making his food with a goddamn bottle of Leroy's hot sauce in his thing. I couldn't see that. Yeah, so there's that. How about you?
I guess it leads right back to Walter again, dorm director busting in your spot like that.
That's true.
That's just not
the dorm for me. Yeah, like I think the dorm director was more on top of things with us because we were the football team, maybe. But in general,
they were not on top of us at Drew Hall.
But
The only reason that I know it was I believe a football coach was, I think I met him. I may have met him at like, not met him, but I may have remembered him from like our first like dorm meeting.
mm-hmm.
Like we had a dorm meeting, you know.
I can't tell you. R&B hip hop song needed.